everybody doing out there? Good? Good? All right. Like you said, I've been writing music since I was 7 years old. Like, literally, my dad, when he was a youngster back in early 80s, back when hip-hop first started. Like, how many of you guys like music? You guys like music? All different type of music, hip-hop, pop music, R&B? Cool, then we're going to get along just fine. So, my dad was doing music back in the day, and me as a kid, you know, of course, all my other friends was outside playing and riding a bike and doing things like that. But me, no, I stayed in the house. I stayed in the house watching my dad write music because I'm like, you're doing something different that is just different from everybody else. So I wanted to be different. And growing up where I'm from Kankakee, Illinois, if any of you guys ever been there, when I was younger, Kankakee was a rough town to live in. It's still kind of rough, but it's kind of swaying away because there's a lot of changes and everything like that. But me growing up, Kankakee was rough. There were a lot of bullies. There were a lot of just potential youth that you just knew was just going to grow up and just be just the meanest and the most grimiest person there is. Because they didn't really have that influence, that positive influence back then. You know, they grew up in a setting where they saw their best friend get beat up and it was just kind of like, oh, this is normal. That's what I grew up around. But me, growing up in that, I saw that and was like, okay, I want to be different. So going back to being different, there's nothing wrong with being different. You should always want to be a leader, not a follower. Because if you're a leader, and you never know, that next person may see that and may spark the next brain to tell that person, hey, I want to be a leader too. I want to start this over here to encourage the next person to be a leader. It's just like a chain reaction. So going back to my childhood, basically, me growing up in that setting, me seeing all of that stuff, it's like, man, life has to be more to life than this. And all this negativity, all this fighting, all this violence, all of this bullying. It has to be more to this. It can't be this forever. So what I did, I studied my craft. I sat down. All my friends, like I said, played outside. Of course, there was times I was like, should I go outside? No, because I'm like, that's an everyday thing. But me as a kid, I wanted to prosper early. I wanted to be able to do what I want to do now, and then later, you know what I'm saying, later in my future, it'll pay off. And we're gonna get to that in a minute, how much that paid off. So, I have two sisters, I have no brothers. So this is, right now you guys are all my brothers now. I have a room full of brothers now. I grew up with no brothers. Two sisters, I have an older sister and I have a younger sister. I was the middle child, so I was stuck. I was like a sandwich. My two sisters right here and me, they just back and forth. Still to this day, they both adults now, but just back and forth. So I never knew how it felt to be a role model to a little brother or to have a big brother to look up to. I was kind of on my own, other than my father, but I was kind of on my own as far as sibling wise. So I had to learn a lot of things on my own. Dating back to my youth days, a lot of things that I wanted to do, I pretty much set aside because I knew later in life that my passion for what I really wanted to do, I had to do it early, because if I didn't do it, I would be corrupted by what's happening in the streets, what's happening around me, because I could have easily been swayed into the drug life, the violent life. I could have easily been swayed into that, but I didn't let that get to me because one, I was way stronger than that. I was my confidence and my ability to do other things was just way beyond it. And one thing I want to encourage you guys is that no matter where you're from, no matter who you are, you too can make a difference. Just because you're from a town that is known for negativity and known for violence, that doesn't mean that has to be you. You can be that person that can spark the next brain to want to do something to change what they're used to, their environment. Just because you're one person doesn't mean that, oh, nobody's going to listen to me. I'm one person. What are you doing right now? You're listening to me. It's just that easy. You get that person's attention, you have that person like this, and you encourage that person to, hey, you don't have to be like me, but encourage the next person to want to be a better person. You may be sitting next to a person right now, and I'm just keeping it real. You may be sitting next to a person right now that probably has no ambitions and no goals. But with a help from you to encourage that person to want to be something in life, you can change that person's life and you don't even know it. You hang with your friends every single day and all you see is, oh, we're just going to play here and play there. Yeah, that's cool. Be a kid. It's fine. Be a kid. I wish I was a kid again. I'm not even going to tell a story to you guys. I wish I was a kid again. But one thing that I can say is my little children that I raise now, everything that they are going through, I have little bitty ones. I have my daughter's Ariana, she's 4. I have a son, Jasper, he's 1. And then I have a 9-month-old baby boy. So, they ain't really up there to where they kind of is in that right now. But my daughter, she's learning super fast. She's super smart. She's learning fast. So I know I have to catch her before she get into that. But the thing is, I look at my kids, and I don't want them to go through what I went through. I know most parents is like, okay, you have to learn on your own. You have to learn this. No. Because that's one thing I don't want my kids to do, is to have to see that stuff and then be like, Dad, why you didn't tell me about that? No, because then it'd be too late. So I have to warn them and tell them this is what life brings you. But the thing is, I can't be strong for you. You have to be strong for yourself. You only get one life. You only get one chance. I know they say cats got 9 lives, but we're humans. We're not cats. And don't let that fool you. A cat fall from the tree and break his back. That's it. A cat ain't got 9 lives. So you can believe that myth all you want to. I've seen a cat fall from a tree, and I was like, you gonna be all right? Cat just flat. I was like, oh well, that lies over with. So when I seen that, I was just like, okay, yeah, myths are whatever. But basically, I feel like this group right here, everybody in this room has potential to be something great. Not something special, something great. Something to where you can be that person that can be on TV one day, or be that person that can run your own campaign to have another flock of generations coming right after you. You being that person that's remembered. And one thing that I always tell people at my shows, at any events that I do, I tell them I don't want to be famous. I don't care. I don't want to be famous. I just want to be that person that you guys walk out of here and say, somebody cares about me. Somebody actually thinks that I can be something in this world. Even if nobody ever tells you that, just know you can be somebody in this world. You can change the world. You can be the next person that can make the person next to you rethink what they was going to do after they got out of here. I want somebody to leave out of here wanting to be great and not settle for what this world is giving you. Because this world has so much to offer, but it also can suck you in and you can be corrupted so quick. And I'm pretty sure as a youth, because I saw that as a youth too. So I'm pretty sure the world today, you guys are seeing on TV how things is just crazy. But you as yourself can change it. You can change yourself. You can change the person next to you. You can change anything you want to change. You got the ability. But you just gotta reach that potential. And me as a youngster, I reached that potential. I think I was about, I want to say 11 years old. 11 years old. I did my first show when I was 11 years old. And like I said, I was nervous. I was scared. My dad put me up there, was like, you've been watching me all this time. He hit me on the butt. And I'm like this, and I'm like, and they threw on the beat. I started rapping. When the crowd started, as a kid, the crowd looking at you like, he's so cute out there. And then, they clapping. I'm just like, looking at my dad like, okay. So I'm going like this the whole time. Like, I was like, I think they like me. So I'm rapping. And as soon as I got done, the crowd stood up, went crazy. I'm just like, Looked at my dad like, this is easy. So ever since then, I'm like, you got a show? Can I be in it? Can I be in your show? Can I be in your show? My confidence level went through the roof. But want to know why? Because before I was nervous. Because I didn't think anybody would like me. I didn't think anybody would like anything I was saying, like my music, no nothing. But the thing is, confidence is a strong trait. It is a strong trait. You can't be a leader if you don't have confidence. If you don't got confidence, then ain't no use. You can go up there and say anything you want to say, but if you don't believe what you're saying, then ain't no need for you to tell the next person that. Because if you can't follow your own advice, then what are you talking for? Me, I believe everything I'm telling you guys because I've been through this. I've been through the stereotypical, oh, he's African American, he's not gonna make it, he's gonna fail, he grew up in Kankakee, there ain't nobody in there that's gonna make it. I take all of that negativity, I pull it out with one big ball, and I use that as motivation. I love negativity, I love it, I feed off of it. It's fuel to my fire. It helps me get through what I'm trying to get through. Because all I think about is, oh, they think I'm a fail. They think I'm a fail. Let me prove them all wrong. And I'm not in it for the recognition. I'm not in it for, I did this, I'm not in it for that. I'm in it for the inspiration because I want to help the next person to do exactly what I did, if not better. Because I can learn new things every day. I don't know it all. Trust me, I'm not a genius. I wasn't valedictorian. Actually, I was not the valedictorian in our class. But I also knew that I wanted to be a leader. As a kid, I knew I wanted to be in front of the tribe, people behind me, and I'm like, y'all want to be great? Y'all want to be great? I knew I wanted to be a leader, which is why I go so hard every single day for my kids, for myself, for my town. I'm trying to be that positive factor that no matter what they say about Kankakee or what they say about any place, that there is some positivity there. And as far as you guys go, I know, like I said, I know there's potential in every last one of you. I can look in your eyes right now, and you guys are thinking like, man, okay, where do I begin? How do I start? It's not an overnight process. But whatever you want to be, you have to start studying that now. You have to have that instinct in you like, okay, if I want to be a doctor, if I want to be a lawyer, if I want to be a fireman, a police officer, what do I have to do to know, what necessary steps do I have to take to get there? You guys have to know that now. Like I said, it's okay to be a kid. There's a time to play and there's a time to be serious. This world today is nuts. And every adult in here can tell you, this world is nuts. But it's the people in the world that makes it nuts. Now think about that. There are certain things, certain decisions that are being made, certain things that are happening. Guns don't kill people. People behind guns kill people. The gun only go off if you pull the trigger. The gun is just there. Drugs are only used if you use it. It's the decisions you make. You want to be that positive person that's influencing and not being corrupted. We have too many followers and not enough leaders. And that's what we need. We need that body of leaders that can sway the next generation to, hey, welcome to the world. The newborns that come out, welcome to the world, okay? That next positive wave coming out of nowhere. But you guys, like I said, have the potential. And it's a room full of young males that I can't wait to see what you guys become. I cannot wait. One of these days, one of you may be the next president. Well, future president, not the next president, but the future president. One of you guys may be a doctor one day. Yeah, I cannot wait. And it's crazy how life works because you start off as a kid and you do your regular routines, you do your regular things, and you're just like, I wonder what I'm gonna be when I grow up. And I'm sitting here like, this is crazy. I'm speaking in front of a room full of young men that I once was. And somebody was standing up here telling me that I can be anything I want to be. And I took that advice that he told me and I applied that to my life.